I know you guys have been waiting for this video a long time. This is a 6-minute video. Feel free to skip ahead if you need to, but this is how you use this outdoor pizza oven from Bighorn. Let's start off by saying that this was really intimidating for me, mostly because I'm working with Bighorn and I didn't want to let them down, but also because I've never really used an oven like this. I've never used an outdoor pizza oven. I didn't know what to expect. There isn't a thermometer or thermostat thing on there, so you are working with fire and little wood pellets, and that's it. The one thing I kept seeing in videos that I watched was people burning their pizza, and I didn't want to spend the money on ingredients to then burn it. So I know enough about pizza, and I know enough about what they said in their manual, which is if you have a fresh dough, you need to par cook it. What did I forget to do? I forgot to dock it. So this is actually a stuffed cheese crust, which I pride myself in doing. You literally just use cheese sticks, like mozzarella cheese sticks. I am using an artisanal store-bought dough from Jewel, but it is a fresh dough, so it did require that little par baking. Now, that part took probably about a minute. Then you just layer ingredients according to what you have. Because this was my last pizza, this was really easy for me to kind of like feel more comfortable just using the oven as it is. I think we get the hang of it pretty quickly. So the first thing I did before I even touched this dough was to make sure I had the heat up. I needed to put more wood pellets because I had made a bunch of pizzas, and you need this to be at about 500. Typically, when you set it up at the beginning, you're doing 18 minutes of letting it warm up so it can get to temp. I don't have a heat gun, so I'm just going by experience here. And again, this was like an hour and a half worth of work. But this video is shot in real time. I am not cutting this part. I want you to see exactly what it is that I'm doing because I think it's important that people understand that when you are using this oven, you're actually like literally you have to be babysitting this thing. You don't get to walk away from your pizza because it will burn. You can make other pizzas in the meantime, but you need to be there like super quick going back and forth between opening the oven, moving the pizza around because you do need to rotate it, and then before you know it, it's basically done. So again, this is real time. I think I clock it at like 30 seconds to a minute on each side. So it goes really quickly. So aside from the pizza being a fresh dough and a stuffed crust, all I did was use a can of pizza sauce, add a little bit of mostly low moisture mozzarella, and I threw some pepperoni on top. You can see I'm not messing with the heat at all. Like I'm not adding any more pellets. I got the pellets at the end of the season. I think it was like $7 for this giant bag. They run you anywhere from $12 to $15. Now for my setup here, I do have this on one of those like plastic tables that's like a 6-foot table, which is why I have this mat underneath. This is my own mat. We usually use it in the yard underneath that little bonfire thing. So for what it is, I thought it was really easy to use once I figured it out, but you still have to pay attention to what you're doing. The hardest part about using this setup is I don't actually have a setup. I'm using 2 different tables. It's in the middle of the yard and it's not ideal. So I would like to set up my garage lean a little bit better, like maybe have something installed so that I could just keep this out at all times. Now, I will tell you, this thing has been in the rain. This thing has been in the snow. And you can buy a cover, but at the time that I started working with them, the cover wasn't even available. So, hey, Bighorn Pizza Oven, send me a cover. No, but for real, I thought this was a really good experience. I really like doing this. It's only been a few months now that we've had it. And the weather changed, so I haven't been brave enough to go out there when it's like 0-degree weather. And I also know that it will affect the temperature. Like I know it's going to be a little bit harder to maintain a good temperature if I have to keep refilling with pellets. So I do think I want to try it when it's really cold out, but I have yet to do that. So this is what it comes with. It comes with the pizza oven. It comes with the pizza peel. It comes with the pizza cutter. And everything else is stuff that I already own because I do make pizzas, which is the reason why I really wanted an outdoor pizza oven. Do I recommend it? Yeah, actually, it's the most affordable one I found, which is why I was so excited to work with them because I don't think people should be spending $600 on an outdoor pizza oven. I think this would be really cool if you were like getting ready for, say, a Super Bowl party and you have like a back porch and you can just put it out there and everyone can just make their own pizzas. No, this can only be used outside. So that's the one caveat that I'm like, oh man, it would be cool if I had like an indoor one. But think of like all the pizza parties. Like everyone's always grilling and I love grilled food. But dude, who doesn't want a nice, fresh, hot pizza? on a really cool summer night. You can have like a pizza bar. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I really like it. I like it. It's a great price. And I think that if you are a pizza connoisseur like myself, this is a game changer.